Hi guys, I'm Clinton from the Barbecue Pit Stop. Today we're gonna do one of my family's favorite recipes, and that is meatloaf.
You know what? I will have some meatloaf. Let's have some meatloaf.
You want some?
Yes. I knew you'd come. Hey, Mom! The meatloaf!
I'm gonna show you how we do it at home. We do this fairly often on Sundays. My wife loves it, I love it, the kids love it. We're gonna start with 2 pounds of ground beef. I already have a pound in here. And then we're gonna do another pound right here. And then 1 pound of ground pork. This sometimes is kind of difficult to find at the grocery store. So if you can't find it, you can get 1 pound of ground sausage. That makes a great alternative. So we start by putting this meat in it and just kind of mixing just a little bit. Then we do 2 eggs, whole eggs, a cup of breadcrumbs. I'm gonna mix that together for just a moment. I've seen and I've heard quite a bit that you don't wanna over mix your meat in this meatloaf. You don't wanna over handle it. I haven't really come across an issue with that. So that's not something that I'm going to warn you about this time. Just letting you know that you wanna get everything mixed together. You already have a couple of ingredients in here. All right. It's a rough mixture. Then we're gonna do, I have a quarter of a white onion that I've chopped up. I like onions, so I put about a quarter of an onion in here. I have 4 stalks of green onions, half of a red bell pepper, and I do about a 1/4 cup of half and half. Again, mix that together. And once all of those ingredients are incorporated, at least a little bit, and we're gonna throw some salt. Oh, try to keep it in the bowl. We're gonna salt and pepper to taste. My kids call this a Christmas meatloaf because we have some green onions in it. We have some red bell pepper in it. It's kind of Christmassy. All right, that's looking good. Now we're gonna salt and pepper to taste. Today we're using A&M Salt. I really like this stuff. There's a couple of other little ingredients in here. It's more of a finishing salt. I don't know, maybe a teaspoon, a touch more salt there, and then pepper. I don't do a lot of pepper on here because we're going to add another rub over the top of this. A couple of cranks. That's pretty good. We're gonna add some more flavoring just before we put it on the smoker. All right, we got our salt and pepper in there. We're going to start just mixing this up one more time. Make sure everything is all incorporated in here. We wanna make sure that these vegetables and the salt and pepper and the cream and the eggs and the breadcrumbs and everything is all mixed together, so it'll form a nice loaf. All right, now we're going to form our loaves. I have just a normal bread pan here. It's a smaller one than I normally do, so we're gonna form 2 loaves. And I saw this trick years ago, and I don't remember where I saw it, or else I'd give credit to the person that I saw it from. But I put a little bit of saran wrap down in the pan. So this is just used to form the loaves. It's not used for anything else. So we'll put the meat in here, we'll push it down, then when we flip it over, it comes right out with the saran wrap. So we're gonna kind of cut this thing in half, eyeball it, just with our hands, get a pretty good chunk, put it in, flatten it out, however we like it. And then you flip it over, comes right out in a chunk. Quick, easy way to form our loaves. And we'll do that one more time with another piece of saran. Grab that second half. And you can put this in small individual loaves if you want. You could do one big loaf, which is what I like to do. You can wrap it in bacon. There's just so much that you could do with meatloaf. And there it is. There's our loaves. And the last thing that we are going to do with this, before going and putting it on the smoker, is we're going to hit it with our rub. This is going to be our top side. I don't really care about the bottom on these with the rub. Today we're going to be using All Star. And you just do a real quick coating all around. Got a little heavy on one spot. You don't need too much. This is why you don't put too much salt or pepper in the mixture. There we go. Now we're just going to transport this over to the smoker. We're going to smoke at 275 degrees. Okay, we're going to put it on the smoker at 275 degrees. I just transported it out here in the same mixing bowl. You don't need anything special. We have a non-stick grill mat that we're using to put these loaves on. And you'll just do one, and then the other. We're gonna leave it on here for about an hour, then we'll check the temp. And then once it hits about 150 degrees, we're gonna glaze it with some barbecue sauce. All right, these have been on here for about an hour and a half. We're at about 150 degrees. We're going to sauce them and leave it on there until they hit about 160. Oh, they're looking good. Today we're gonna use Whomp barbecue sauce. We're just gonna pour a little bit on here. Just a little glazing. Just spread it around. That looks good. So we're gonna leave the sauce on there for maybe 10 or 15, possibly 20 minutes until it hits 160 degrees. Then we'll go taste them. All right, these took about 2 hours and it started raining outside, so we didn't show you how we pulled it off the grill and brought it in. But they smell fantastic. They look fantastic. It's time to slice into this thing and taste them. So we're gonna grab this one first. I'm just gonna slice right down this middle, just so you can see how that looks. You got a little bit of a smoke ring up here. Oh, that barbecue sauce is just a little tacky on there. Exactly what I'm looking for. I feel sorry for you guys. You guys can't smell this, can't taste it through the video. It's gonna be pretty good. Oh, it's fantastic. There's still a little crunch from the vegetables that I have in there, so they're not all soft and soggy. That's good. I'm gonna go for another one. It's still hot. Try this recipe. Make it your own. Change whatever you want to change. Let us know what it is that you have changed and what you like to do. Again, I'm Clinton from the Barbecue Pit Stop. Everything that we've used in this video today you can get online or at any of our retail locations. You can visit us at www.barbecuepitstop.com or walk into any of our stores.